gon' have to see it. Stand up if you with us, if not, they be seated. You seen them in every arena. Eddie and Nika, who really got something to fight for. Everybody saying they're the GOAT, who the one that slayed the Chupacabra. Your favorite girls.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. Yay! Hope everybody's having a good evening. I got my girl here, Nika, in the house. How you doing, Nika?
I'm doing well. You know, just bullying people in my spare time.
Yeah. I know. You're such a bully. Crystal can't join us tonight. She's coming back from Louisiana. She went to the all-women's tournament, the USA National Women's Tournament, and she's killing it over there. So props to her, a real USA superstar.
Yeah, you know,
Crystal.
USA.
I mean, we got people bragging and people boasting, but we're going to brag on her because she won't boast on herself. But she's a badass. That's my girl. She's a badass. That's our girl. But before we go any further, shout out to Kush with a C, who does our intro, and Arthur de Teta that does all of our videos and our thumbnails. You know, we couldn't do it without them. And of course, we have some other sponsors you'll see every now and then. You know, they, you know, we wearing their gear, we loving their stuff, you know, and we represented. So, but okay, so Daniel said, well, shit. Who are you bullying this? Everybody.
No, in my final thoughts, I'll say a little something.
People know that if she's not messed with, she's not doing nothing. So anyway,
very simple.
But you know, it's so crazy because last week we had Lou DeBella on here, and we'll talk about the Great Eight, and you named it the Great Eight, and I think it's fitting, and people are picking it up.
Yeah, just name that because
it's gonna be, and you getting all the credit, girl. You getting all the credit. Wow. But we had Lou on there, and he had mentioned to us about this Riyadh season, and that there was whispers that Skye was gonna be on the card too. And then we find out yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday.
That all came to fruition. So y'all better pay attention. If you're not watching on Wednesdays, you're late with the news, because we knew that last week. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, just saying. But I definitely want to talk about that card. Did you get to go down the line and see who was all on that card?
I absolutely did, and I saw something. You know, when we had Lou on here last week, he also threw another gem out that was like, it was rumored that Skye was going to be on that card. So like he was telling us, he had named the opponent that she's actually fighting, but I'm in my mind, and I kind of say, I did say to him, I was just like, so they're skipping around Tiara. And sure enough, they did skip around Tiara, even though she's the mandatory. So I already knew that everybody else was buying that. Skye was calling Tiara out when she had her last fight at the end. She's like, I already knew it was a bunch of bullshit. She was blowing smoke up people's asses, and I was just like a cover because this fight was already in motion at her last fight. Like, she already knew that this was gonna be the next move.
Yes.
Her and Eddie were just like blowing smoke up people's asses. They already knew Tiara was not gonna be the next one. They already knew it was gonna be this other girl that she's fighting. So, you know, I know Tiara is pissed because this girl is blatantly ducking her. I don't really say people be ducking, but to me, she's ducking. I'm gonna use it in this scenario.
The writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. You can't say anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody be mad about it? I don't give two fucks, because Tiara has been calling her out, doing what she's been doing it the hard way, going the long route, trying to, you know, make it to where she has no other excuse but to fight her. She became the mandatory, and still she didn't get the fight. So I'm just like, you know what? I don't even know how some of these fighters stay in this business, because it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, you work so hard, and just for it to be handed to somebody else, you know, because they know somebody, or, you know,
absolutely
money.
It's definitely some of that. You know, Boxing Pound Project said at least Raven is stepping up from from other no hopers. She's no hoppers, hopers. She's been fighting. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I don't give a fuck about her.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. Her mandatory is Tiara Brown. Okay, that's her mandatory. And number two, so Raven is perfect for her. And if I was setting it up, if I was like, you know what,
if you had
Sky's got to keep working, right?
Yeah,
she's got to keep
Raven
winning.
and Tiara.
She's perfect because Raven is very flat-footed. Her punches are wide, so her body's open, and she's slow as molasses. And no disrespect, because I give everybody props, and I love boxers, and I don't take anything away from them. But she is the perfect opponent for Skye.
So you
and
know,
is that what we want?
A little bit of extra money on the pass them an envelope, and then voila, she gets to fight Skye. You know, and somehow Tiara, the mandatory, gets looked over. So you're saying if you had a choice between fighting Tiara or Raven, you would choose Raven to fight.
That's what I'm saying. If Skye's my girl, she's fighting Raven. She's not fighting Tiara. So I get it. But what do we want as fans? We want the best fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? And like Righty Yogi said, Tiara is a threat, though. Yes, she is. 86 boxing. The girl doesn't want it with Tiara. No, she doesn't, because she wants to keep that O. She wants to hold on to that O. Look, as an athlete, you want to compete. You want to push yourself. You want to test yourself. You want to prove to yourself and others that you are the best. Don't just speak it into existence. You got to show it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so frustrated for Tiara. I really am. So I really feel like this is gonna like flip that switch for Tiara, where it's like, you know, because she's so nice. She's been keeping it so professional. She's been like rolling with the punches. Like, say, you know, I'm waiting my turn. She's been so great. She's been a great.
She is great. She is great. And you know, she's the most humble person you'll ever meet. Like, but everybody has their limit. Like, you work. Can you imagine you working every day, giving the boss what they want, blood, sweat, tears, and you never get that promotion? The boss keeps looking you over.
Isn't she a police officer as well?
She was in Washington.
Okay, yes. But she was doing that. She was a police officer and boxing at the same time. Like, this girl's been working so fucking hard, and it's just because she don't know the right people, or she's not dealing with the right people. She's getting looked over time after time. So I feel like this was her last straw with like her.
I don't blame her
with her nice meter, because I feel like she's gonna be like the bitch that I want her to be.
Yeah, I hear you.
Now
I hear you.
The nice stuff is
you're rubbing off on her. That's good.
No,
boxing pound for back. Jack said.
No,
apparently.
I don't think I rubbed off on her, because she would have went off.
Keep going.
She would have went off.
Keep rubbing.
I just feel like whatever her patience level was at, it's been hit.
Yeah.
So I feel like now she's gonna be the bitch that she needs to be and kick up some dust, because she can't keep getting like fucked over like this, and she's doing everything the right way. And you know, so she needs to let me get a hold of her social media.
So I'm saying, pound for pound, Jack says apparently Netflix is going to do a documentary on Eddie Hearn following him around. We finally see Chloe Hearn versus Skye for the wife and girlfriend belt. Oh,
I got a notification today from Netflix that said not Netflix, it was some news source that said that Eddie Hearn's father is getting a documentary done on him on Netflix. So it's going to be covering like his relationship with Eddie and stuff like that. So that's what but pound for pound is being messy with the rest of the stuff in there.
Man, look, they're gonna be like, no, you can't.
I doubt
that's gonna be crazy if they're on the up and up. 86 boxing, no lie, Tiara in the gym every day. She's in the gym every day, not only for herself, but like she was gonna come on tonight, but she can't, because she's got like 6 boxers that she trains that are gonna compete. She also gives back to the community and helps other young aspiring boxers, male and female. You know, I don't know. I don't know what a better story is. I'm sorry. You know what? And listen, I have nothing against Skye, because it's not Skye. It's the powers that be. Yeah. Because Skye cannot move the needle.
Before somebody says we're haters, actually, I don't really give a fuck because they always call me a hater.
Right. And
But
that's fine too.
we're making that clear. Like, my thing is not against Sky because look, if somebody's handing me opportunities, I'm going to take them too. So I just feel like she's just, taking the opportunities that are given to her. So
Absolutely.
whatever. But
Absolutely.
It's still, in the process, they're fucking over Tiara, and I don't think that's right. And I'm going to be a bitch about it. Like, I've been taking a break from Twitter because, this little... We'll talk about that later. But
yeah, we will. No, but like
It's-
like you were saying, like, we don't have anything against Skye person. Like, I know Skye very well. Her best friend, Katie, just won, bronze medal on the Olympics. Like, I've been in camps with her. I've known her for many years. She's very sweet, very nice. Nothing against her personally, okay? So she does not move the needle unless someone moves it for her, which is Eddie Hearn. So something's got to give. If you're going to have the best, if you're going to be the best, then you push for it. Like, me personally, if somebody's telling me that they're better than me in something that I do, you know what? Then I want to go head to head with you because I'm going to show you that you're wrong, that I'm better than you. And win, lose, or draw, I'm going to show you I'm better than you. And
but you know what? We gotta put a little bit of, like, fault on Skye because I don't know if you noticed, but she's been talking a little bit more spicy and and talking shit like she's the shit, but
Yeah.
like all while like ignoring Tiara and like so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
she's not
I
as
mean, of
innocent.
course.
She's not as innocent as she's trying to portray because she's been talking shit and she's like, oh, so you know what? I need Tiara to be that bitch.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, she's a female. And as a female, and I'm the same way, when somebody comes for you,
you're
going to be a little spicy.
Exactly.
So I get it.
So, but she's talking shit, but like she's not being standing on it really. Because if you're talking shit and you think you could be Tiara and all this stuff and you want to talk spicy, then fight her.
Right.
Don't be talking shit and then still ducking her and like doing all the so you know what? She's not innocent. So I take that back. Yeah. So I take it back.
Get you. I know. I get it. I get it. Alpha Pal said, "Who you trying to look cute for?" She's cute every day. What are you talking about? Bye.
I'm not looking for nobody. I'm trying not to look like a bully today. My goal was not to look like a bully today. Do I look like a bully, y'all?
Not at all. Very sweet, innocent. That's for sure. But going back to this card. Honestly, for me, the only 50-50 fight that I'm really excited about is Beterbiev and Bivol. I mean, you go down the line. I mean, even Shakur's fight with Joe Cordina, who just got knocked out his last fight.
Yeah, he did. So there's a lot of people online because I ain't been on Twitter, but I've been like on there skimming so I can know what I'm talking about on here, like what's in the know. So I saw that like a lot of people they called it out before the fight was actually like in stone because people were hinting at Shakur fighting Cordina. So
yeah, they were
throwing out little nuggets saying, before the fight was announced, saying stuff like, well, you can't get mad at me if you don't get the fights you get because these fighters are not wanting to fight me. And people were saying, you know what? He's probably doing this because he's going to fight Cordina. He's not going to fight Tank or the Devin or anybody that we actually want him to fight. And sure enough, the fight was announced against Cordina. But
see, boxing Twitter is smarter than people think.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's some fools on there. There's some fools on there.
There's some fools, but there's definitely some great boxing minds on there.
But if you following and you on Twitter and then some of these folks are doing their research and they're adding up 1 + 1 = 2.
No, L-Dub actually.
L-Dub.
He tweeted something out that said, he was watching. He was like, Joe Cordina is bumped up in the rankings, probably for a fight with Shakur. And then sure enough, so L-Dub, you have to follow.
Yeah, y'all better follow L-Dub. Seriously, if y'all don't follow L-Dub, y'all
before it happened. Yeah, he called
it
out
before.
That's so true. He's definitely the boxing plug.
You know what? I need to start playing the lottery, and I'm gonna call L-Dub and I'm gonna ask him because he's right on time. Seriously, he's right on time. We got to have him back on here for sure.
Yeah, we got to do to see what else little nuggets he has because he is the boxing plug, and I feel like a lot of people don't pay attention to him on Twitter, and I don't know why because he's proven time and time again that everything that he
time and time again
happens. So
Time and time again. He's a
But
genius.
other than that card, I feel like, you know, I guess it's a good card. I don't know, but I'm just totally annoyed with the fucking Tiara and Skye thing. So I really don't give a fuck who's fighting on the card. You know, just me
I'm
being honest.
curious. I'm curious to know, and I think I know the answer to this, so I'm just gonna put it out there. Chris Eubank Jr. Who's gonna work his corner? You know, he was with
With BMB,
B&B.
right? He's not with them no more.
I don't know. I haven't seen any movement. You know, I haven't seen anything when I'm watching stories and when I'm seeing stuff. So I just wonder, you know, because his last fight when he was with B&B, he looked good.
Great, yeah, and that was in a short amount of time.
Short amount of time.
I thought he
So
was gonna lose that fight. Wasn't it it was a rematch fight, right?
yes, it
I thought he
was.
was gonna lose because he wasn't with BMB that long. But you see that.
Yep, exactly. So I'm really curious about how that one's gonna go.
Yeah, I think on his corner too, because you're right. I haven't seen anything or like the team or anything saying that the fight's coming up or anything like that. So,
and then I had seen that. So I guess Uncle Turk, like Crystal calls him, had started following Clarissa, and then Clarissa, like, you know, circled that he was following her, and he's like, let's make some good fights. And I'm thinking,
I would like to see if he's gonna entertain that or not, because now that you have Skye on this card, you entertaining women's boxing. You know.
see that's what I'm saying. I want to know what's he gonna do. What's he gonna do with that? I mean,
you got a lady on the card.
Clarissa is a 2-time gold medalist.
She should have been the first one on the card.
Undisputed.
She should have been the first one.
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna do something? And if not, why?
Exactly. Why? Why? Because I find it's so strange that Skye's on this card. I'm sorry. And I feel like if there was a woman that they could have put on the card first, it would have been Clarissa. So,
Yeah.
You know, so that's why if he doesn't entertain with Clarissa on the card, that's going to tell me a lot. I'm not even going to like say what I think about it. But in my mind, if he doesn't entertain or putting her on any of those cards, then that tells me a lot.
No, for sure. And I mean, we're going to hit on that in next week. We're going to hit on that. We're going to have some good guests coming on, and we're going to hit on what we're talking about, because we need to know what's going on.
Yeah,
we really do.
I really came out the blue that a woman was on this card, because people have been like tagging him and asking him for a while, are you going to have women on these cards?
Yes.
And I don't think he always ignores it.
He ignored it. He avoided the whole situation
all the time. So it was just very strange that Eddie somehow got Skye on this card. So we'll see. Keep it going. Keep it going. Because if Skye's on this card, then you should be more than thrilled to get Clarissa on this card.
And this is the thing too. Skye. Like, Eddie's a businessman. I've worked for Eddie when he's come to Texas like 4 different times. He's a good guy. He's a business guy. Like is he do things because of emotion, or does he see money? Does he see future things? That's what a businessman does. So honestly, Uncle Turk, he needs Eddie, in my opinion. So if you think about it, like, what other promoter could he work with to get the things done that he needs to get done? I don't think that Top Rank would work with him. To me, De La Hoya is too eager. PBC. We about to talk about that. We're about to talk about that. De La Hoya too eager to kiss his hand. And PBC, they're pretty much their own bosses, so they can like pick and choose what they're gonna do. So to me, I could see why he went, you know, with Eddie for this, you know, in my opinion. But yeah.
Hey Matt, he goes, you know damn well why Skye's on this card, but I won't say too much. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even want to speculate. Well, not speculate. I already speculated, but I don't want to put
plain as day
out there and then get sued and you know.
We're not saying nothing.
Like, in my mind, what I'm thinking, if they don't put Clarissa on the next card for Riyadh season, then to me, you're gonna confirm something that I'm already thinking. Okay.
I mean, everybody's thinking,
but it's gonna confirm it for me. In my mind, I don't need to tell anybody what it is. In my mind, it's gonna confirm things for me. Okay. So yeah.
Same. So let's talk about De La Hoya. Listen, look, Look, I'm all about live your life. Do you, boo? Do you? Look, I enjoy my life, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
You know,
I don't.
De La Hoya's all about shock value now. Like he does, I love that they have fun and stuff like that. But I definitely don't want to see De La Hoya's cheeks.
I love they're having fun too. We have fun too.
Yeah,
but
I don't want to see
your
your cheeks though. I don't want to see De La Hoya's cheeks clapping in a thong on Instagram. You know, it's this. I'm okay.
And he had more than cheeks clapping.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. So yeah, you could just let us know. Hey, me and my girl had fun last night. We did this. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see you in a thong clapping your cheeks, man. You know.
I definitely don't.
I think he missed the claps. He missed the claps in the crowd when he was fighting. So you know what? He's like, I'm gonna clap for myself. Clapping in thong.
And see, this is the thing. You can do whatever you want to do. Like I am a firm believer. If you want to dress a certain way, you want to do whatever you want to do, that's perfectly fine. Do you, okay? This is my thing. If I have a fighter who is a fucking champion and I'm shopping around and I have offers from people to sign my guy or my girl, and then I see this, but then I see all the other, De La Hoya is probably going to be on the last of the list. I'm just saying.
He's promoting himself more than his fights. Yeah, you know what? He's definitely promoting his. Wait. So who was showing more, De La Hoya or that fruit that Christine posted? You know the melon.
Oh my God, who is that? Listen, Matt. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. So I'm a Cancer. I'm like really like dingy. You know, sometimes I don't really know. Like I just do stuff, and then I'm like, oh shit. You know what? You're right. And you sure didn't call me out on it.
But I'm gonna go with Oscar showed more. Oscar definitely showed more.
Oscar showed more.
Oh my God! Like
we could have done. You know what? We could have done a side by side. We could have done the fruit, and we could have done Oscar. We're gonna do it too.
Graphic later.
Yeah.
But his girl was in a thong too, and to me, I don't know who did her butt job, but it was horrible. It looked like two. I ain't even gonna body shame her because they just have a body shame her. They look crazy. They look like two aliens jumping around there. Like they look crazy.
Yeah,
they look crazy.
Look, I feel like if you have money and you want to do whatever you want to do about your body, do it. But can it at least look natural? Like, yeah, but you know what? Then I'm judging. Okay,
yeah,
maybe that's natural.
Be happy, do what you do. But I personally do not want to see that. I don't care. I don't. To me,
I don't want to see it either.
It wasn't even funny. It wasn't even funny. Like promote your fighters. Like stop promoting your ass. Literally,
your woman.
Literally, because I was going off on the space the other day and people was making fun of the way I said literally. Because when I'm mad, I don't worry about pronouncing the syllables correctly. Like,
girl, I can't even spell. What are you talking about?
No, so Twin, he says, wait, no way Oscar was wearing fishnets again. So you know what? He did it
worse
with Shannon Sharp.
Worse.
He had an interview with Shannon Sharp like the last week, I think. And they brought up that situation of him wearing fishnets. So that's why I think him and his girl was kind of just making fun of the situation.
Okay, that's cool. Okay,
that's why I think that he came on live doing that.
Yeah, you're smart. You think like that.
Yeah, because he was just getting killed on the timeline for them bringing back up the fishnet situation, and then here he goes like wearing a thong. So he's just like, you know what?
For him.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I want to do. So you know what? Scratch everything I just said.
You know what? I can see that. See, I'm like that too. Like when people talk about my big forehead.
Yeah,
I like shine it up. But, I shine it up.
Bitches will be trying to talk about people's looks. They don't have no business talking about no looks, especially not over here. So, you know, I've been drinking, so I'm just gonna chill before I say something that it be called a bully again. You know,
you're not a bully, but I can see what he was doing because when people want to criticize you and talk about you, you're gonna highlight it.
You gotta do it, boy. Yeah.
That's why I put Vaseline on my forehead. And I'm like, let's go, let's go. You know, so I get it. I get it.
So there's actually a fight on right now, but on the pro box card. So tonight is gonna be Jason Rosario.
Michael Angeletti too is gonna be on that card. So, that's my guy. I love him.
But then I think Mayweather. I think Mayweather's fight against Gotti is this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
I
So
think it is this weekend. Yeah.
There's really not that many other fights going
No,
on.
there's not. There's not. So let's talk about. So last week we had on DeBella, and Nika. She's going to get full credit because she named the tournament of the 8 champions.
Well, they didn't officially name it that, but
no, we're naming
that would be
it.
a good name for it. Yeah.
No, we're gonna name it. We're gonna name it. You're gonna name it the Great
Somebody
8.
made a graphic. Who was it that tagged us? They made a graphic and they used, because they watched, their supporters of the show, so they made a graphic with all the girls on there from the tournament.
Yes.
And they named it the Great 8, and then they tagged us like giving
Yes.
us. Oh, what's the name of that channel? You remember?
Yeah. Well, I have to look. I have to look at my Instagram. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it is because they're awesome.
They
I'm gonna tell you who it is because they're really awesome. But
I can talk about you gotta do it a lot tonight. It's like who has the bigger. I don't know. You're gonna entertain that so bad.
What they say? Who has a bigger forehead?
No,
no,
not that.
Sport Box TV. Sport Box TV. Shout out to Sport Box TV.
Yeah, shout out to them. Follow them on Instagram because they always do like nice graphics for like fights.
I think they're on Twitter too. Are they?
I'm not sure because
I know for sure they're on Instagram.
They tagged us on Instagram, so I don't know about Twitter.
Okay. So yeah, I think they might be, but anyway, so for those that missed last week's show, so Lou is trying to sell this Great 8 tournament with the 8, champions and contenders: Nina Hughes, Shay Metcalf, Shannon Courtney, Jamie Mitchell. I said Jaime. Mio.
You don't speak Spanish that much.
I know, right?
That's funny.
Dina Thorson, Sugar Neeks, Amanda Gale. But this is the funny thing. So we kind of asked about the matchup. So Mio's mandatory, just like Skye's mandatory. Just put it out there. Mio's mandatory is Shay Metcalf Chicken, aka Chicken, just like Tiara Brown is Skye Nicholson's mandatory. So there's some things going on. But when we got down to it and DeBella was talking, he said he just needs $1 million to put this tournament together. $1 million freaking dollars. $1 million. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So, Angeletti's on right now. Let us know, Matt. Let us know what's going on. I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's.
I asked him if he could fight at 9, but he said he didn't know if he could. Right.
Lou needs to start famous like that. Yeah, you know what? I did say that show last November. I sure did.
You've named many. Many things.
Lou needs to start famous like that.
She sure did.
Show back in November. Now the pre. Yeah, because remember the girls needed her hair braided or she was not gonna fight.
Yes.
And I made sure I was like, let me get the comb.
That's right. Save the day, Nika, for real.
But do you want to save it for next week when they come on to talk about like who's being matched with who and why?
So I mean, if there's something that you're itching to say, do it. But we are gonna have them on next week. Whatever you want. Actually, we're having Michaela Mayer come on next Wednesday, and then the girls are gonna come on. They said either that Wednesday or they might come on during the day. So we might have a special. So we'll keep y'all posted.
All right. So I won't touch on that on who is being matched with who and why. What I think. But
okay.
We have Crystal's not here today, so I don't have to ding 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 ding. But thanks, Al the Pal. He says, let me add some debt to my credit card. Match me, guys. Yeah, listen to him. Match me, guys.
Yes. Got you.
First time catching the show. Shout out to the ladies for always having great contact. Thank you, Seven Bell.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. We do. It's fun show. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Just a boxing coach and a bully over here tonight. But, and then we have Crystal, the ref.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
No, so a women's tournament would be dope, getting the best in, of course. Yeah, no, he has the tournament already set up. He's just shopping around to
put it on a network. We need a promoter to pick it up. and then we need a network to put it out. So whoever the promoter is, they have the networks. So whether it be ESPN, DAZN, pay-per-view, whatever, like let's get it going. I mean, a tournament, that is so fun.
You know,
I
you know
mean,
one out here called Daz. I used to call it Dazn too.
the Zone,
Just like
DAZN,
the Zone, yeah. I used
whatever,
to call it Dazn too, and everybody was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
whatever.
So
Yeah, well, whatever it's called. No, absolutely. And then so we know that so you know what? Listen, you may or may not think that Rolly Romero people out there is talented or not. But we do know that he is a very entertaining and we know he can punch. I know people personally that have sparred him that said he is so freaking heavy-handed. And he's got a fight coming up September 14th. So
he's on Canelo undercard.
Yes, he's on the Canelo undercard. Yes.
So that's they have some good fights on there because Caleb's on that card. And really, all right. So
yes.
I don't like the Berlanga and Canelo fight. You know, I'll be talking shit. I'm still watch it. You know, I'm still gonna.
Yeah, we're still gonna watch it.
Because you know we still gotta talk our shit, but I'm definitely gonna watch it because you know as of lately Berlanga's been feeling himself or maybe trying to just sell the fight. I don't know. He knows damn well he's not gonna win this fight. But you know what? Sell the fight, Berlanga. Sell it.
You know, this is the thing. I love the confidence because you know what? I want to know that you believe that you can beat Canelo. Like, don't get in there thinking, oh, well, I might be. No, I want to know.
You're supposed to say it.
Yeah, and you need to feel it. You need to know it. This is my chance. I'm going to beat his ass. I want to see it. I want it to be a good fight.
You got to know what line not to cross because, like, Canelo could, like, turn that switch on, and then you're really going to be in for, like, what you didn't expect. You was got in the moment trying to sell the fight, and now you're laying on the canvas, looking up at God, praying to get up.
Exactly. No, that's cool. That's right. Oh, twin, thank you. He gave me a compliment from my forehead. I don't hate you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, nobody said DAZN in a while. The Zone, my bad.
I used to say DAZN too, so don't feel bad.
I know, that's funny.
We both have big foreheads, but you know what?
But you know what? That's a sign of beauty and intelligence.
I've never had a complaint about my forehead. So
Same.
Just suck a dick and choke.
That was the first time I ever heard it, and I was like, "Damn, I've been having a big forehead for a long time."
But you know that's because they can't say shit else. Whatever.
That part. So Jamel said Canelo gonna smoke him anyway, no matter what. Mexican versus PR is always good. Always personal.
Do you think
it is always personal?
Do you think because this historically, you know, Mexicans and Puerto Rican rivalries and stuff is always a big thing. But do you think that a lot of Puerto Ricans are gonna come out to the fight?
See, that's the thing. Because Berlanga, I believe, isn't he from New York? Not that New York. Yeah. I'm just saying the Puerto Rican, Puerto Rican. New York,
he definitely would have the support there from the
Puerto Rican. If the fight was going to happen in New York.
In New York, but I don't think that he's like big enough of a name.
That's what I'm saying.
For Puerto Ricans to go fly to Vegas for it. So I'm curious to see the Puerto Rican crowd in Vegas because I know if it was New York, there'd be no question.
That's where they should have had it. Honestly, but I know Canelo has to fight in Vegas, but I'm saying that would have been nice.
They would have definitely had the rivalry of the Puerto Ricans and Mexicans in New York. But I know a big fight like that, you know, but Canelo fight, they're not gonna put it in New York. So, but if it, I know if the Puerto Ricans would have been like 50% or even 60% of the crowd in New York.
Absolutely.
Go out to fly to Vegas. I don't think that he has that kind of star power with the Puerto Ricans like that.
No, I don't think so either.
To Vegas for him. Sorry, that's.
I agree.
I'm curious.
Writing Yogi, Angeletti, and Valdez is winding down. Let us know what's going on. How's Angeletti doing? That's my guy.
I have it up, but I don't have it.
You know, but I wouldn't have mind. Like some of my perfecting athletes are going to be out there. You know, they They invited us out there, but I'm gonna be in Mexico on vacation.
Mexico.
So
Yeah,
I know, right?
you better
So
go
I'm
to
like,
Mexico.
after this long 4 years, I need a little break.
Yeah,
So
see, that he agrees because Berlanga he has New York down packed with like he has it unlocked with Puerto Ricans, but I can't. I'm I know for sure that those even not even 40% of those fans in New York would fly to Vegas for his fight.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's just gonna be all Mexican crowd really, and maybe like a sprinkle of like Puerto Ricans, you know,
a sprinkle.
just a
Uh,
sprinkle, just a sprinkle.
Alvin
And it's
Powell
gonna be
said
just like
that.
his close family. When I say sprinkle, it's probably just gonna be his close family. That's it. And Fat Joe, and then a couple of
Well, and then Alvin Powell said he's coming out with Bad Bunny.
okay, so Bad
So
Bunny and Bad Bunny and his entourage. That's gonna be the Puerto Rican people. That's his figure. So yeah,
oh,
they're not flying to Vegas. The I'm sorry, the New York boxing fans, Puerto Rican, they're not flying to Vegas.
okay,
Oh, we got
we got.
super sticker. Okay.
Thank you.
86 boxing. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank
Um,
you. Thank you.
all right, so it's I guess Angelotti looking good. He had dude hurt in the last round. Yeah, so Jay Pitt City said if the fight was at MSG, it would have been a crazy turnout. It definitely would have.
Oh,
It definitely,
absolutely.
I know for sure it would have. But
Absolutely, I agree
it's
with that.
just gonna be an all Mexican crowd in Vegas. I'm telling you, just a sprinkle. Not even.
That's true.
I wouldn't even give him 25% of Puerto Ricans are not gonna be at that fight.
That's true.
Oh
That's
man.
true.
Oh man.
And for those that have donated, thank you so much. So I want y'all to know we're saving our pennies because we trying to travel and go to these fights so we can meet everybody and everybody can meet us and we can just really show up, ask these questions, do interviews, and all that other good stuff. So that's the plan. And we're also going to get some memorabilia coming up soon. So we're working on it.
Even if the Puerto Ricans, they're gonna think they Mexican unless they have a Puerto Rican flag. Yeah, that's how many Mexicans are gonna be out there. Like if you're a Puerto Rican, you're gonna have to pick up a Mexican flag just to like feel comfortable.
Seriously.
And
just wrap it around you. That's okay.
Like, hey, viva Mexico. Yeah. So, Berlinga said, yeah. See, he was in here last week with the same bullshit, and I know that you don't believe
Robbie.
it. Yeah, Berlinga in sticks going down maybe, but not winning the fight. So, yeah. If Berlinga comes out with Bad Bunny, I believe they'll do the song Chambea, like how Bad Bunny did for his match with Damian Priest at WWE Backlash last year in Puerto Rico. Okay. You know what? He's gonna have. It's still not gonna. The people that he's at is still not gonna cover 25% of the capacity there. It's gonna be Berlinga, Fat Joe probably free 3 or 4 people with Terror Squad or whatever.
Yep.
If y'all say Bad Bunny's there, if it's gonna be there, it'll be him, and it's an entourage, and like Berlinga's family, and that's it. I don't see no Mexicans, no Puerto Ricans from New York flying to.
Yeah.
That's not the fight that he's not that guy like that outside of New York. To me.
Sharon, we love you too. We love you too. We're so pissed about the situation with Tiara, and we've been talking about it.
This is her mommy, right? Is her mommy?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is Tiara's mom. Yeah. So you know what? I know that Tiara's been so nice, cool, calm, and collected, but I really feel like this, just like it hit that switch. She's gonna be the Tiara. She's gonna be Tiara.
She is. Because in the ring, we know she's a killer.
Yeah.
I mean, hands down.
Tiara. That's another name.
Yeah.
I'm good with these names.
Yeah, you're really good with these names. You really are. But I want to get back to the Riyadh season. So the main event really is the only one. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. That's the only one that I can get excited and get behind. So between Beterbiev and Bivol, who would you pick? Who do you got?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm not even good with these pickings. That's why the only thing I bet on is baseball. Let me see. Everybody says Bivol. I see everybody in the chat saying Bivol. Bivol. Is it Bivol?
Right. I think
I mean,
because they were
what was the fight?
looking at Better Beef's last fight, and
Yeah,
they thought they saw some
they,
flaws or
yeah,
whatever.
they saw something. But when was this fight supposed to happen? Because it did one of them have an injury or something like that?
Yes, it was supposed to happen already. Yes.
And then it was Better Be that had the
Better
injury.
Beef, I believe. Yes. Somebody correct us if we're wrong, but I believe it was Better Beef. Yes.
Okay, Better Be. Yeah, he had the injury. So I
And
remember
that's
that
another
when
reason
he
why
had the
people
injury,
switched.
people were speculating that he was like trying to cycle off. So there wasn't like a real injury. It's been speculated allegedly that he's didn't really have a real injury. It was him cycling off because
Yeah.
there's always
That's what allegedly people were.
allegedly. So yeah, so I mean, he reminds me of that Superman villain. But I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Who do you got? Who do you have?
I got Better Beef. I do. I got Better Beef.
Even with this injury, he just got
I do. So Bivol, I mean, hubby says power on Better Beef, skill on Bivol, but Better Beef also
what
can
is
box. He can box too. Like they can both box. I think to me that Better Beef, I think at times he looks a little bit more robotic, but he can still box and he has hellacious power. Bivol, he's just a little bit smaller, so he can move a little bit more. But honey, I'm gonna have to go with Better Beef.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Better Beef too. Cause I know he has power, but I don't know if he was cycling off like people say, or because the power is there. I don't know why he. Well, I do know why he has those rumors around him, but like I don't know. We'll see who wins that night, skill or power, right?
Yeah, that's true. Writing Yogi says Better Beef has always had injuries, which is true. He fights when he's ready. He's going to win this one because he's just a more aggressive puncher. And that's very true too. He does have injuries. And so he did not take the fight because he knew he was not going to win because he had the injury. Well, now he's ready. Now he's ready.
100 for this fight for sure.
And when he's ready, honey,
he has to be out of 100 for this fight for sure. So yeah,
absolutely.
100% Better Beef is definitely dangerous. So yeah, Better Beef is gonna beat him in.
And we're split. So I've seen a lot of comments. Some are for Bivol, some are for Better Beef, which I love.
That's how I'm looking. It's definitely split down the middle. Some people are a fan of skills, and some of them are a fan of power.
But before the fight comes on, before the card is on, we need to do a poll. Like we'll do a poll. Like maybe the next show we'll do a poll because I'm curious.
It'll probably still be 50-50.
It probably will. Hector, what's up, Hector?
The Bivol via stoppage. People it's
Better be. I think it's about 50-50 for sure.
JP says, I probably would have said Better Be, but that was before I seen the Bivol versus Zerto fight. I was shocked. So so it's definitely split down the middle.
Yeah, it is. And actually, one of my fighters, my husband's and I fighters from back in the day, we fought Bivol for a world title. He's no joke, but his movement and his power is not like Better Be because that same guy was a sparring partner for Better Beef. So I'm just saying, he said Bivol was tough, he was strong, but Bivol hit like he had freaking cinder blocks on the end of his punches. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay.
Hasael says, am I saying that right? Hasael?
Yeah, Hasael, yeah.
Hasael. He says, why is Stevenson fighting Cordina?
That's what we want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, but you know what? I seen him getting into it with Javante's coach, Kenny Ellis. I don't know if you saw that. And I feel like he was doing a little too much because Kenny Ellis was like, oh, everybody wished this guy I forgot what it said, but it was something like to the fact, oh, he had a big fight with Cordina coming up or whatever. So then no, that's what Kenny Ellis said. So he was trolling, and then of course Stevenson.
I saw that, and didn't he attack his daughter?
His daughter. So that's
who we've had on the show too.
Yeah, I
We've
feel like
interviewed her
she's doing
before.
way too much. Like, why are you bringing his daughter up? Like, you know, why are you bringing his daughter up? Why are you bringing his daughter up? This is between
Yeah,
men. Why are you bringing his daughter up? Like, seriously,
that's
because
true.
now it's fair game to me. Like, you start bringing
Absolutely.
people's daughters and stuff like that. Now you talk about your girl, then you're gonna get mad. It's gonna be something else. So
That's
I
true.
don't. He's
That's
really
very
playing
true.
into this villain character. I don't know. He's really playing into this villain character.
Well,
I
and
don't know.
people were saying, like, I saw that they were even saying, like, you have a daughter.
Mhm.
Like, why are you gonna go after the daughter? Like, go. Oh, Angeletti won. Yay. Okay. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Micah, you want to read that?
Hold on, because I'm going down all these. It's a lot. Okay,
Sorry.
here we go. So Yogi, thank you.
Mwah, we love you.
Says unanimous decision. Angeletti wins. He's a dog. Woo!
Yes.
Boxing up.
That's great. Congratulations, Michael Angeletti. Thank you so much, Ruddy Yogi, for that.
Thank you, Yogi. Is a
Yeah, I
question.
love him.
People keep better beef off of him. Yeah, like this is gonna be a good fight. It's actually a great main event. But I'm just still salty about the tiara thing, so I really don't give a fuck about
Yeah, I know. That's the main thing.
I cannot wait till she comes on next week because I want to see how angry she is now because I know the anger that I feel, so I could just imagine her.
Oh, for sure.
Because
Yeah, and like we said before, I mean, the reason why she didn't come on is because she's got 5 or 6 guys competing and she's training them. I mean, it just shows the type of person she is.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Black Ray Donovan says Bacole or Zhang. That's a good matchup, but man, I want to see Zhang on top. Like I really do.
I don't know. I think what I saw from Bacole.
Yeah, Bacole.
I'm trying to say his name correctly. When he fought Jared Anderson,
I know.
I think that he would beat Zane. I think that he would beat Zane for sure.
I know, but I don't. But see, the thing, Bacole, to me, he's like a heavy hitter in your face. Zane, even though he's big as shit, he can move.
Yeah.
So to me, it's gonna be really. That's a good matchup, and I like them both. That's why I hate to pick.
No, I like them both too. So but I feel like I don't know, maybe because I'm just like that's the last fight I see.
Yeah. So no, I
weird.
get it. I get it. So I like them both, but if I had to pick tonight, I'm gonna say Zane. I'm just gonna say because, like Crystal said, heavy hands and can move. Yes, he moves. He moves like a lightweight to be a heavyweight. And Bacall is just like
but Bacall has a chin because I don't remember seeing him like in any trouble last.
No, he's got a chin.
Yeah, so I feel like that wouldn't matter with him.
I know it's just like let's just like that. I want to see that. Like I want to see that fight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a really, really good one because those are the fights we want to see. We want to see the 50-50 where everybody's split down the middle. We have no clue. Like this Shakur fight, we already know. We already freaking know. We know.
But I'm
so why I watch the highlights. Maybe.
I'm curious on how they're gonna promote that. Like how Cordina's gonna talk shit because everybody already kind of feels like and knows that Shakur's gonna beat him. So
and I'm sorry. No disrespect to him. Seriously, but I understand why he and his team is going to take it. I mean, it's probably some money in there. And also, like, a champion always feels, a boxer always feels like, you know what, this is it. This is my chance. But the matchmakers, they're not going to match y'all up if they think you have a chance if you're B-side. Just saying.
So, James, just James? I feel like that's the situation shit, too.
James.
He's has a question for you, Christine. He's like, okay, the USA boxers turning pro now.
So, you know what? There's no for sure in anything, obviously. But I'll tell you what, the tide has changed. And I'm not naming names and I'm not saying factual things. I'm just going to tell you about the conversations that have been had. The pro scene is changing. The money is different. Uncle Turkey, he's obviously have some money. He has some money. But what would be so bad for these Olympians to continue on and to go to a second Olympics. You know, there was a lot of political stuff and controversial stuff at this last Olympics, because right now the tide is turning where AIBA and World Boxing are kind of switching hands. I will say that a lot of judges and referees were fined and kicked out of the Olympics because of some bad calls. And if you watched our guys and girls, you clearly saw that.
Has that been like put in the media, like in stories?
It has not.
Oh, okay. Because
as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know,
that should be out there that some judges have been.
It should.
Yeah.
It should. So there was a lot of our guys and gals that clearly lost, but there was a lot of them that clearly won, and we should have had some gold medals. A lot of people think, you know, oh, you know what, the last time, you know, a male got a gold medal was Andre Ward 20 years ago. That's true. We also weren't going through the political strife that we're going through now. The last time a female won a gold was Clarissa Shields. Props to her 2 times. We were not going through the political changing of the guards as we are now. So there's so many factors, and they're not excuses. We have the best team in the world, hands down. But you know, it is what it is. And so we're going to see, I think a lot are talking about staying for the next quad for LA 2028, which is great. So we'll just see. We'll just see what happens.
It'd be nice if he'd be here in the United States. You know, that would be nice for them. But like in the meantime, for them to make money and stuff like that for like 4 years, like that's a hard decision. You know, because I know the money is tempting sometimes for them to go pro.
Sure.
People sell them a dream.
Sure, but the thing is too. So there's promoter, there's small time, there's managers, and if a manager does not have a connection or a friendship or whatever you want to call it, a direct line to these promoters, then they don't have a chance.
Yeah, you're not gonna make them you think you're gonna make.
Because you can't give them what they want and need.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a hard to me. Yeah, if they've been watching other people's careers, like there's maybe like 1 or 2 Olympians that like go further than, you know.
Let's look back, and I got to spend 2 years with the last quad, the last Olympians. Okay, let's look at the last Olympians, and they were all signed up by Top Rank. Hey, I respect Top Rank. I do. Nothing negative. But how many of those past Olympians to date are world champions?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
And how many of them are making good money too?
Exactly. None of them are world champions right now. And the women, where are they at? Jenny is just now getting Jenny Fuchs is just now getting her 4th fight.
Yeah, see.
And that was 4 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to weigh the pros and cons. So, you know, just look at it. Look at the past Olympians. Look at their journeys. Look at where they're at now, male and female, and you tell me what's the smart decision. You know?
Yeah. So
somebody said something about somebody hating on us.
Oh yeah. Hoodrich, hey Hoodrich, this is my guy.
What is it? Both of your honesty. Have you seen other women? Thank you so Hoodrich for you know what? It's okay, because it's okay. You know, we do what we do. We love this sport. We're mega fans, all of us. You know, sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong. But we just
our opinions and
we keep it a buck.
Yeah, but there's always gonna be some haters. Yeah.
Always.
Like I said before, they can suck a dick and choke. And if I ever told, because I've been saying that a lot lately to people who've been like doing the most. I've been saying suck a dick and choke. And if I said that, I meant it. All right. So
yeah.
Go cry bully again. Okay. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely don't ever throw slugs unless slugs are thrown, and
Yeah,
then
I'm a counter.
usually we just catch them and just throw them back. You know,
I'm a counter
seriously.
puncher. When I fucking if I'm going off, it's because somebody started with me. All right, and then
Same,
sorry y'all know me. I don't let shit go. I don't let shit
Crystal.
go. I don't let shit go. So don't start with me. Don't fucking start with me. And then there's nothing for me to let go. It's simple. Oh my god, it's so fucking simple. But when you clap back, when I clap back, it's not what you expect. So then you all of a sudden I'm a bully. So
Crystal says, "Suck a web away."
yeah.
Ramirez Boxing 24.7 is Jake Paul helping out the Olympic boxers. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what Jake did.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
and
yeah.
and props to Jake. You know, I know Jake said he's gonna go to the next Olympics. It's not that easy, honey. It's not like that. It's not like that. But I will say this. So Jake came up there. He wanted to train with the Olympians. He wanted to spar a couple of them. It was good for us because Jake has a big following. And a lot of people don't know or did not know who our national team was and who our Olympians were. So he came up there with his crew. They did some things, and so it shed some light on our guys and gals, which, you know what, that's great. Props to him. But as far as being in the next Olympics and all that stuff, baby, get in line. You got to beat a whole lot of mofos to get there, and it's
Do you
not
think
that easy.
do you think he did that so he could slide that that idea in later? So was it like genuine? Do you think it was genuine, or do you think this was always his plan? That's why he went over there to like help the Olympians.
You know, I hate to feel this way, but as an adult, we see things in our lives, and for the most part, everybody has an agenda. It would be so nice to know that people just genuinely help people.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, and it's not everybody, I would say about 70% of people have an agenda, and it's self-serving. You see people all the time feeding the homeless, the Boys and Girls Club, and that's great. You know what? That's wonderful. But it's all on camera.
Yeah.
And
Even
I
people.
don't want to knock people because maybe they think that that's the way, and I don't want to judge their character, whatever. Personally, I'm not better than them, but we all do shit. But it doesn't all have to be on social media.
Mhm.
That's just what I want to say. But I'm not gonna, whatever.
That's the way I think too. I feel like if you're helping somebody genuinely from the heart, you don't need to record everything and put it on social media.
No.
Like
No.
I hate to see when people are like don't like helping
It gives me the ick.
and then put them on the camera, and it's like, did you ask the person if they want to be on camera? Some
Right.
people want to be like humiliated on social media,
Absolutely.
so you can feel good about yourself with people liking your
Right.
post,
Right.
So that's why, to me, I feel like if you helping somebody genuinely, it don't need to be on social media. You know that you help the person, and that should be enough. But
Yeah, absolutely. Nike, you got your bill ready?
Yeah. Ding 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 ding. D style. Thank you, D style. He says F the haters, but I'm going to say the whole word. Fuck the haters. But
the thing is,
thanks, D style.
the way that I look at things, if you don't have haters, then you're not doing what you need to be doing. Seriously. And also, I'm waiting for the day that there's a meme made about me. A big forehead ass meme, because then I know I'm winning. Then I know, you know what? You can't tell me nothing. Nothing after that. Hands down.
You know what? Don't even get me started on this stuff, because bitches cannot talk about nobody's look. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, okay? Because in that department, there's no issues over here. So if that's what you gotta say, then you struggling to find something bad to say about somebody. If you're talking about somebody's forehead, whatever.
Absolutely. But you know what? This has been such a great show. And anybody that has some last words, Nika, appreciate you, girl. Love you. Love my Crystal. She's in the comments. Poor thing, driving 2.5 hours
And there's
after
a
working all weekend.
There's a dang.
I know, right? Dang. Thank you,
He
Mr.
wants to
D
put
Style.
ding,
Thank you,
ding for the
Mr. D
bell.
Style. She's the bell holder. I know you had
I'm
some.
not gonna try to start nothing, but you know that when something we're gonna speak on it. But so I think the main event is happening now on Pro Box with about to start right now. So this is a perfect time. I think we're perfect on time.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
I just want to say, to the people, my friends on social media and Twitter, I know they miss me. I've been off of there for almost like 5 days now. Because there's been a booger going around trying to convince people that I'm a bully. Okay. Y'all know that I'm not a bully. If I cuss you out, it's because you started with me. And somehow this booger found her way into even to the Knicks community. She's not even a fucking Knicks fan. And trying to convince them that I'm a bully. Like, I don't give a fuck if y'all think I'm a bully or not. Because I'm not. So it's whatever. And she's been crying tagging people like PBC and Matchroom, trying to make sure that myself and Lily are not gonna get credentials and stuff like that. And she hired a lawyer to get me suspended off of Twitter. She fucking and people believe her. They believe that this bitch fucking hired a lawyer to get me suspended off of Twitter. If y'all believe that, then you know what? I have some things that I want to sell to you for sure.
A cloud.
You
I
have
have a
to be
cloud.
out of your mind to believe that this girl has hired a lawyer to get me suspended off of Twitter. She got cussed out in a spaces long ago because she was in there talking to people crazy, and I spoke and I said, hey, who are you talking to? Like, bring it down a couple of notches. And she didn't like that. So it is what it is. I don't let no bitches talk crazy to me, and I never have and I never will. So it is what it is.
Amen.
But anyways, it's I hope everybody in the chat has a great night. We appreciate all your input. We'll be here next Wednesday, and we're gonna make sure that Tiara is heard.
Oh, we're gonna push these girls. We're gonna push these women. We're gonna push these women in boxing. We pushing.
It's like the anger that's also like, I don't know how these boxers like stay in this business because I'm so angry for her. And I know if I'm this angry, I really can't even fathom how she's feeling, So
yeah, for sure.
It's frustrating. It really is.
Hector, you're so right. Just real quick, yes, it should have been Omari versus Verde in the final. Absolutely, it should have been. Absolutely. No, yeah. You know what? We're gonna keep pushing these women's fight. These women's fights, these matchups. It might fall on deaf ears, but we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna do our part, and everybody do what they gotta do. We love to love y'all. We appreciate y'all so much. We have the best chat in the world. And we just love to love y'all. That's for sure. Thank you, my girl Nika, Crystal. And next Wednesday, Michaela Mayer's coming on. She's got a Sandy Ryan.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's some stuff surrounding all that.
Yeah, I want to talk about
it.
For sure. So yeah, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Love you too. Love you too, Robbie. Okay, everybody have a good night. Love to love you. Talk to you soon.
Bye.